Welcome to On the Flats. My name is Patrick Gamble, and today our host, Aaliyah Smith, will be talking with Redshirt senior offensive lineman Freddie Burden from the Georgia Tech football team about how he was faced with adversity and how he persevered through those hard times.
Hi, Freddie. Thanks for joining us today. So you recently just graduated with your bachelor's degree in business administration. How does it feel knowing that you graduated from one of the top universities in the nation?
I mean, it was an amazing accomplishment. I'm really proud of myself. It was a tough fight, 4 years, but, I did it and I'm proud of myself and looking forward to the future.
Going into your last season here as a Yellow Jacket, what are you doing to prepare for the upcoming season, and what are your thoughts on being named to the Remington Trophy watch list?
Well, as far as the upcoming season, it's my last season, here on the flat, so I'll be looking to be a leader, lead these young guys. We're still young on offense, as well as defense. But, the team needs a leader. That's something we were missing last year, so I need to be the best leader I can as possible. And as far as the Remington list, I appreciate, all the votes. But, it's just a watch list. I think there was like 40 other guys on it. So, it's not really an accomplishment until you win it or one of the finalists. So, that's my goal from now on. But, just try to be the best team player I can be and, try to help the younger guys.
Your dad was quite the athlete himself. He was running back at NC State. In 1973, he won All-ACC Player of the Year. He's in the Canadian Hall of Fame, and he's also in the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame. Did he give you any advice on choosing which school would fit you?
He was a big Wolfpack fan, but he didn't put any pressure on me to, go to NC State or anything like that. But he ultimately said it was my decision, and whatever I wanted to do, he was going to support me. And I thank him for that. Both my parents were very supportive. It's kind of one of the things where you have to live your own life. And he was happy that, I made the decision to come to Georgia Tech, and it's worked out.
Going back to last season, you were named All-ACC Honorable Mention, but you were also faced with a lot of adversity on and off the field with your father being in the hospital. Can you tell me a little bit about his condition and how everything came about?
Yeah, it was a long fight, man. It started probably about February of last year. He had a rare heart condition called amyloidosis, which is heart disease failure, but he needed a heart transplant. And so he spent from February up until December in the hospital. I used to go over there every day, every night, try to help out, what was needed, help out with my mom or help out with my dad, whatever he needed. And, just try to be the best son I could be, do my part, because I know he was fighting out inside the hospital. I was fighting for him outside. So, that's one of the things we always talked about, if you're fighting, I'm fighting, But, sadly, my dad's fight ended December 4th of 2015. So, I know he's in a better place now. He made me a better man, and he prepared me for this time. I can't say he didn't, but it's sad. I really hate that he's gone, but I'm glad that he's up in heaven. Looking down on me. He sees my every move now, so he definitely has the front row seat.
Was it hard preparing for the games, not having your dad physically in the stands cheering you on?
It was, I would try to talk to him actually right before the games in the hospital bed. He would, say a couple words to me of encouragement, or just to hear his voice right before the game, it did a lot for me. But I always say, Freddie, they can't stop you. But, you still, throughout the game, I'm thinking about him, in the hospital, because, at the time, the heart transplant could have came, right when he was in the hospital. So I might have had to leave the game. You never would have known. So it's kind of one of those things that it was always on my mind, no matter what, always.
So would you say when you're on the field you were able to release some of that stress?
A little bit, but, like I was saying, it's just one of those things where it could be mid-play and I'm still thinking about him. It never left my mind. And to this day, it still hasn't. So.
Did you ever feel like you had a lot of pressure on your shoulders and wanted to give up?
Oh, man, every day is, one of those things where, you can't control it, but, you have to go through it. But, you wish it wasn't you. And, I'm not saying that, my situation was different than anybody else's struggle or anything like that. But, everybody kind of knew what I had going on. Oftentimes, you want to just like, why me? Why me all the time? But, like I said, it made me into a better person, now it made me to a better person, better man up into the future. So, I'm just, excited and going to learn from that process. I'll never forget it, and hope it shapes me into a great man into the future.
I'm not sure if you know this or not, but many well-known athletes like Michael Jordan, Brett Favre, and Tiger Woods all lost their father during their professional careers. Is there any advice that you give to someone that's dealing with an ill relative to inspire them to keep pushing forward?
I would say just keep your faith. You never question God's decisions. And always trust in Him. And that's what got me through my process, along with my support system. And if anybody out there needed to, I would be glad to talk to them.
Would you one day like to start your own charity or foundation?
Definitely for a lot of those kids that are underprivileged. The kids that don't get the opportunity that I had. I grew up. I had opportunity to do anything I wanted. I had enough resources and everything to put me in sports and anything I wanted to do, and just to give somebody else a shot. I know there's a lot of kids in like low income, areas that have talent. Whether it's on or off the field, it might be something in music or something in acting, some other talents. But I just want to give somebody else a chance. Just to show their talent. So that's something I would definitely be interested in.
So tell me a little bit about your tattoo in honor of your dad and your necklace.
Oh yeah, so I got this tattoo about a month ago, and it on top it says "Until we meet again," and then on the jersey it has his jersey. It's the number 10, the jersey he wear at NC State and as well as in Canada for the Stampeders. And then one quote it has on it says "Go with God," which is a quote he always mentioned, and then the date he passed away, of course. So that's my tattoo, and my necklace was actually his necklace, and actually the date of the funeral, my mom was going to put it in the casket, and I was like, "No, Mom, I want to wear it." And she obviously let me have that and let me do it. So that's two of the things I always look and try to honor my dad, and of course the chain never leaves my body. So
what is something you want people to know about you?
About me, I think there's more than just football about me. Coming to Georgia Tech, that's one of the things I really looked upon is graduating and getting a great education. So if football ended today, then I think I would be okay. There's more to me than just football.
Well, thank you for your time, Freddie. Your father left a great legacy here for you to follow. I'm sure he's proud of you. Best of luck to you for the upcoming season, and I look forward to watching you play.
Thanks again to one of our top student athletes, Freddie Burden, for his time, and we wish him the best with his future endeavors. This is On the Flats, and I'm Patrick Gamble. Thanks for watching.